Hey guys, what's up? Emo Cat Dad here, hanging out with you, bringing you yet another edition of Emo Cat Dad Listens. If you're new here, then what I do is I vow to check out a new band or artist every single day of 2024. I check out 4 songs from across their discography, give you my initial thoughts on the songs individually, rank those songs, and then of course, I give you my overall thoughts on the artist. And today is Sunday, which means it's ladies' night. So, on top of everything, I grew up going to Warped Tour. Warped Tour was not exactly the most inclusive place back when it existed. So, every Sunday I vow to check out a artist or band that has women in it. So, today's artist, as you can see right there, is the Callous Daoboys. Now, Callous Daoboys is male-fronted. However, they do have a couple females in the band, including one that does backup vocals. So I thought this is the perfect time to check them out and bring some light on this band. So what do I know about the Callous Daoboys? Not a whole lot. In the suggestion that I was given, I was told they're kind of like Dillinger Escape Plan. So I'm expecting like a proggy kind of artist. However, I have heard this band popular in the metalcore circles, which I guess could have some proggy elements, but not generally. So I don't really know what to expect from this band. But I guess we're going to find out together. So the first song I checked out was track 1 off their Animal Tetris EP, and it was called Mausoleum Neeson. Okay, so great title aside, this song was super proggy. Like, really proggy. So, the Dillinger Escape Plan comparison is pretty apt here. At first, I was getting some Every Time I Die vibes, but those quickly faded with the progginess. Side note, Better Lovers is the band behind Every Time I Die with the singer of Dillinger Escape Plan. So I guess those comparisons are even more apt. My main takeaway here was that the production is really good on this record, despite it being self-released. I'm not sure if it was also self-produced. I couldn't find any production credits easily, so if it is, I'm super impressed. Alright, the Callous Daoboys released their debut album back in 2019 called Life on Mars, and I checked out the song Fake Dinosaur Bones, which also happens to be their most streamed song. Now this is a more chaotic, less melodic version of Every Time I Die. So I guess my vibes in the beginning of the last song weren't far off. The lyrics here are super weird. I'm not sure why I should be surprised based on the song and album titles. And I mean, I guess even their name being a spoonerism. Alright, so we're now going to fast forward to 2022 and their album Celebrity Therapist. Now this is actually where I started hearing about the Callous Daoboys. And the most streamed song off that album is actually the closing track, Star Baby. Alright, so I said the last song had weird lyrics. This one is like 10 times weirder. So there's that. The chorus on this track rules. There's no other way to say it. Overall, the song is like the controlled chaos that I really want to hear. Like that pop section that we just randomly get. Amazing. Chef's kiss. And we get saxophone. The only time this Emo Cat Dad will ever be okay with like a 30-second plus interlude in the middle of a song is if it's a saxophone solo. And guess what? It was on this track. And last but certainly not least, last year, the Callous Daoboys blessed us with a new EP called God Bless the Callous Daoboys, ironically enough. And from that EP, I checked out Pushing the Pink Envelope. Alright, so musically, this is similar to Star Baby, and lyrically, Star Baby gets a shout out, but there's also some Fake Dinosaur Bones in there. I'd say it's probably a pretty even combination of the two. It's heavier than Star Baby was overall, but it's got that smooth, chaotic energy that Star Baby provides. And yes, I realize the irony of saying smooth and chaotic to describe something, but this band's not done surprising us. They added some electronics in here, which I dug a whole lot. Alright, we do get some deathcore vocals. You guys know I don't like it. However, the lyric was pretending to do man things. That was really funny for me to hear that in like the harshest vocals in the song. So it had that going for it at least. All right, so those are the 4 songs we checked out. Let's rank them. Starting with number 1, Star Baby. No doubt in my mind. The song surprised the hell out of me. After the first 2 songs, I was like, all right, this band's like pretty cool. I see why people like them. Not quite sure that, they're for me and that I'll go back and become a regular listener. Star Baby completely changed that. And at number 2, Star Baby was nicely supported by Pushing the Pink Envelope, which I also dug a whole lot. It had that same energy, despite being a little harsher. Again, that one vocal line, I didn't like the vocals on it, but I mean, I can't say I didn't like the part because the lyrics made me laugh. At 3, it's Fake Dinosaur Bones. This is where we really get a feel for where the Callous Daoboys were going. They did soften it up a little bit on the later songs, which is ultimately why they got ahead. But this is the portrait of, okay, I can see where this band is going now, and they got to a good spot with the last 2 tracks. And finally at 4, Mausoleum Neeson. Apart from the name, I don't think the song will be all that memorable to me. I'm not a big prog guy, and the goodwill the song provided by giving me Every Time I Die vibes early on quickly faded once that progginess hit, so I'm probably not going to revisit this, but you can bet I'm never going to forget the title Mausoleum Neeson. Alright, so what are my overall thoughts on the Callous Daoboys? This band is super talented across the board. The bass always sounds great. It sticks out in every single one of these songs. All the little production tidbits they add in, the extra sounds, that saxophone. Oh my god, please, more saxophone. Everything about this band is interesting. Like, no matter what type of music you like, whether you like pop music or heavy music, you cannot say that this music is not at least interesting. And I, for one, am excited to see what the Callous Daoboys bless us with next. Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm your friendly neighborhood Emo Cat Dad. I appreciate you watching to the very end of this video. Just like the people before that suggested the Callous Daoboys. Get in those comments now. Give me bands or artists I should be checking out. And while you're down there, give me your impression of the Callous Daoboys, whether you heard them before this video or not. Are you going to go check them out if you haven't? If you have, give me your thoughts. And heck, give me some more songs I should check out. Should I go back and listen to the Celebrity Therapist EP/album in full, given my love of Star Baby? Be a part of the conversation. I want to hear from you guys. Come back tomorrow where I'll be doing another one of these. And, there's a really easy way to ensure you don't miss out on it. And that's if you cut my wrists and hit subscribe. I'm your friendly neighborhood Emo Cat Dad signing off. Until next time, I would like to hear you sad.